As we continued down the creek, we found a few things here and there that were interesting from a biological perspective, and we'd yell back up on the walkie to Ben and ask him about it, and he'd say, well, take me a sample. And we got to one spot where we found a sample that ended up being quite interesting.
Yes, you did. And that's exactly what I want to drill down on next, this weird sample that you came up with. Let's get into that.
Let's do it.
After detecting an invisible object or obstruction near Dry Gulch Creek, the team made a discovery this week that may provide the ultimate answer to the secret of Skinwalker Ranch. So from this mysterious invisible object, this alert, this warning you guys get, we now talk about this bizarre piece of scat, physical evidence that you get from that area.
We gotta be getting close to where the wolf was. Well, look right there on the bank. What's that brown stuff right there? Oh, yeah, some scat.
Hey, Ben, and we've got 2 different piles of scat that I think you'd be interested in. Sounds good. I'll test them, see what I can find out.
The most interesting finding associated with this sample is what was in it. We're talking about bone fragments that have been digested, broken down somehow in a way that you wouldn't expect with any of the local animal species.
You know, one of the things that it jumped out at us, so we were right there close to where we previously found the anomalous wolf-like
creature.
carcass. Yeah, right.
All right, I'm doing it right now.
There you go. We're not supposed to have any wolves here anyway. We do have mountain lions, but it wasn't mountain lion poop. So what was it?
Well, I mean, what's big and bad enough to eat a coyote, to digest it in a way that's not like those 2 animal choices you've given us? I mean, could these wolf-like creatures be more scientific evidence of the legend of the Skinwalker?
Well, it is physical evidence, potentially of a predator with a very aggressive digestive system. So, indeed, it does beg the question, are we dealing with something out of place in time? Are we dealing with something that we hear about in this legend of the Skinwalker? Don't know.
And when we see the fecal remains from some animal that's been sitting there that shows us something that isn't natural for the local fauna, it tells us there's something unnatural here in this environment.
I mean, from GPS anomalies to dead zones to mysterious animal biological material and on and on. Where does the hypothesis stand now in terms of the bubble and what it means, what it is? Is it responsible for all these anomalies?
We don't have any evidence that tells us anything is responsible for anything else, right?
Okay.
All we have are correlations of there being things in locations where we measure weird things. If this bubble is some kind of energy barrier, could it create mutations, right? Maybe this wolf-like creature we found a year ago was actually some new hybrid mutant creature, right? Maybe another speculation you could jump into is this bubble connected to something like that's in the mesa that's connected to all the strangeness on the ranch, and there are portals in space and time, and we're getting weird things out of time. All those are big science fiction stretches, and we don't have a hypothesis and an experiment yet that would allow us to falsify or verify that.
You know, the Bigelow team, your predecessors here on the ranch before you, have kept everything to themselves. They have kept it private. And you guys have opened up this scientific method to the world, and you're taking the unexplainable and making it comprehensible.
I have an expression that I often use, and this is a great example of it. Allowing oneself to be caught red-handed in the act of learning. That is exactly what we're doing. But we are putting that on display here, and we're glad to share that opportunity with you.
Well, I am learning so much, and you guys do a great job.